Blair, Thomas, and Magic. Subscribe now, watch us live lavish. We got Brooks, now we live, and we bringing major vibes.
Up City and Alliance, we taking all flying high. Follow us now for guidance. Up City and Alliance, Up City and Alliance. We got the best advice. Keep it real, no alliance. Up City and Alliance, Up City and Alliance. Up City and Alliance, Up City and Alliance.
Hey, what's going on? It is Magic here of the Obsidian Alliance. I'm here with Major Vibes and Brooks. And today there is a famous video out there of women that don't agree with men that play video games. And we're going to review that video today. In fact, give me 1 second. While we're doing that, make sure everything is optimized. Boom. The title is PlayStation 5 and Video Games from a Female Perspective. So, let's see here.
Is the real quick before you start the video, is the dislikes still higher than the likes?
Oh, as you can see down here, 15,000 dislikes, 1,000 likes. So
okay.
yeah, this is a very highly debated video. Once again, we are going to go over it. So, and it will be pausing because, you know, reaction videos and such.
Yep.
Copyrights. So, with that being said, here we go.
I don't feel the warmth yet.
The warmth? Or like the cold air?
It's figurative. Okay. There's a special warmth that comes around, I guess around Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Oh, no.
I feel the warmth.
I don't feel that warmth at
There's
all.
a warmth that happens. I guess because you're seeing your family, like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't do the decorations.
Because you're seeing the family.
I don't do a tree, and I got a cat. I ain't got no kids, so I'm like, ain't no gifts gonna go under it. Then I gotta beat my cat's ass every time because he gonna play with the tree. So I ain't doing no tree.
Real quick.
No lights.
Sound lonely to me.
Here we go already. She has a cat, no kids. And I'm pretty sure along with that, I don't know what their situations are right now, if they're talking to somebody or not, but it seems like they're talking from the single part of life right now. Go ahead.
Gotta love cat ladies.
Isn't there something you could spray on your tree so Bodhi doesn't just like fuck it up? Like, can't you put something? Isn't there something that cats don't like?
Like a cat repellent?
To me, I'm stressed. That's already stressed me. Why make my life more complicated?
Okay.
So you're doing the tree? Okay.
I mean, I don't do the tree till like first week of December, but like, I don't know. I feel like this year has taken a toll on all of the like conventional, traditional things that feel normal, like summer cookouts and fucking. You know, the Thanksgiving is going to be mad awkward this year because nobody's getting together. You know what I'm saying? And Thanksgiving is that's usually my family's shit. Like, we go to the parade every year. My family comes down and my mother and I cook. Like, it's just a whole thing. But this year, we're not doing that.
I love that they're doing all the Black Friday sales early.
Very true. Very true about the 2020 has been a hell of a year.
Yeah.
It's
life has definitely changed.
Yeah, and then you hear all the horror stories about granddad or grandma coming in for Thanksgiving, and then they catch COVID, and then it's their last Thanksgiving because they done passed away from it. Personal story of mine, my grandma, my mother usually do their annual Thanksgiving dinner with their mutual friend Linda, and their son caught not only pneumonia but COVID, and so I had to stay isolated in my room for 5 to 7 days while they got tested. Had to wear my mask inside the house, and yeah, it was pretty much a scare from then on. It almost cost me the trip coming down to Georgia where we were all in the video because of that. So yeah, this is real. Take care of yourselves out there because this is real. So, but let's continue on.
I don't participate in Black Friday. I've never been one of those people.
I'm not waiting out in line. So
why you gotta call it black?
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Why you gotta call it black? Where people running around acting like idiots for appliances and technology.
Why I gotta risk my life?
Why I gotta risk my life for a tablet?
Kind of got a fact.
What you want it to be called if it ain't Black Friday?
Call that shit Yellow Cracker Friday.
What?
Yellow Cracker Friday.
Yellow Cracker Friday?
Yes,
Jesus.
both of them.
Just call it Ritz then.
I was going to say that. Ritz Friday. We should call it Ritz Friday. We should. Club Cracker. Club Cracker Friday. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is, honestly. It's embarrassing. Like, that to me is the worst. Also because I volunteered a couple years in a row, and I during Thanksgiving, just the week of Thanksgiving, and like going to food pantries and stuff like that and donating stuff that's non-perishable. You know, just trying to be active in the community.
And that's how you get warm.
But participating in that kind of stuff and then watching people trample each other over a fucking PlayStation. And by the way,
It's about to go down.
I didn't even mean to, but it just crossed my mind. Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all grown ass men running around losing your minds over a PlayStation 5? It's called a PlayStation. Y'all are not that serious about doing nothing else. Y'all haven't been that serious about nothing or committing.
Ooh, baby.
You sound a little bitter, bro.
One, she does sound really, really bitter. Two, nobody says anything when y'all are, you know what? Let me not go into stereotypes. Let me not.
They go crazy over makeup. They go crazy over nails, lashes, hair, weave,
Purses,
shoes.
Is it wrong? Like, here's my thing. Is it wrong to have a hobby? Like, Jesus.
Yeah. As a man, it's wrong to have a hobby. Yup.
Like, bruh, why are you sounding bitter? Like, yes, I'm going to lose my mind over the new system that's coming out because that's going to be added something to my hobby. Yes. So
And
I am
not
going to
only
lose my
that,
mind.
yeah, I'm losing my mind over it in the sense of, guess what? When I lose my mind because I'm outside, I can come inside and regain that, and it's going to be there no matter what. And it's going to last me more than 1 year, 1 month. It's going to last me up to 7 to 8 years, even longer.
Females, oh boy, I swear to God.
Committed to nothing else.
I had a conversation with my mother, like literally yesterday, and she's like, I'm not on Facebook, so she always gives me the Facebook updates, and she's like, oh, I just see such and such, he get a Play 5? What?
Play 5?
A Play 5? I don't know but I guess I reading all he comments because I'm like, what's a Play 5? And everybody's like, oh, will you get that? Oh, you the man. Oh, you such a great dad. Oh, like she's like going on till she could not grasp the concept of everybody going crazy over PS5.
I can't grasp the concept.
Have y'all dated men that were into video games ever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but in my 20s,
I'll be honest with you. Not if I think of the top 10 best dicks I've ever had, they didn't play video games. So I'm convinced video.
Pause. What in the world does that have to do with video games? And then you comparing dick to, like, what is wrong with you?
Like, here's my thing. Like,
and then another one. All right. So, you know, they're talking about PS5, but this is also for every gamer, PlayStation, Xbox, PC. There shouldn't be an issue with something that you want something, because when you guys want your stuff, you don't see anybody complaining and doing videos like, we know what it is that y'all want. And it's just like, well, why are you complaining about the one thing, at least most guys that do it, play games, like it's not harming nobody. It actually relaxes you. There's actually games where you can actually learn from. So it's like, there's different aspects. And it's just like, I'm going to give an example. It's like anime. People discredit anime, but I'm pretty sure if you take the chance, you can always find an anime that you like.
Definitely.
Same thing with video games. You can always find a video game that you like. It doesn't always have to be sports. It doesn't always have to be shooting. They got Sims. They got stuff to recreate houses and all. There's different aspects of video gaming. You got VR now. Like,
let's just go back and see, because I want to make sure that I got this.
Of everybody going crazy over PS5.
I can't grasp the concept.
Have y'all dated men that were into video games ever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but in my 20s,
I'll be honest with you. Not if I think of the.
Okay, and there is no age limit when it comes to playing video games. And not only that, there's a 16-year-old that played Overwatch and Fortnite that's a millionaire right now. So I'm sorry. If I could Heck, YouTube is another example. Oh, you're being on YouTube. This was like back in the day, YouTube was seen as something that's not viable for a job. Just like playing video games was not seen as something that's viable for a job. But yet, PewDiePie,
here we are.
The cyber nerds, everybody like PewDiePie, all them, even news outlets, YouTube TV, they're all coming to YouTube. Just like it's like every news outlet is coming to video games. This is the information age. Ain't nothing out of bounds anymore. There is no excuse for you not to be able to have a hand in something, because there's always a niche group for something, whether it's comic books, like with Comics Explained and Rob and Rob and Comic Pop and all them, and the Nerds of Combat, the group that I'm in. Like, there's always a group or a niche where you can make money in. This is the information age. There is like that age stuff means nothing anymore. Just
and
like
one more thing.
Yeah.
She's getting on guys, but there's a lot of female gamers out there nowadays too. And there's a couple of them that I watch and enjoy watching. So it's not only a guy thing.
Almost 50% of gamers is female. So it is just like, bruh, like I don't like Colonel Sanders, Oprah Winfrey, and I forget, like there's a couple other famous people that got rich late in their lives. Like, age limit to when it becomes being rich is not a thing, or having a hobby is no longer a thing. Like, but let's continue on before we get into a rant and tangent.
Top 10 best dicks I've ever had. They didn't play video games. So I'm convinced video games are for mediocre dicks.
Well, I grew up.
And the worst things that I've ever, and the worst viscosity or worse punani that I've ever had is a female that does nothing and lie like a fish. But you don't hear me complaining about it. So, or didn't do any job, and was the best ones I've had that were broke and were, didn't have nothing to do. The worst ones were they're always working all the time and thought they were better than everybody else. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue on.
As a gamer, so it was okay with it. That was quite all right with me. I got excited too.
I don't know what grown man is spending that much time playing video games.
There's a lot of grown men spending a lot of time.
And I don't think that I don't think that you could be a great partner or a great lover as a grown man spending time playing video games.
If you're like me and you're into gaming, I'll never forget when Ava was born. The new Grand Theft Auto drop with Nico Bellic, and like that was my escape, and that was our bonding time. We playing Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, you were shooting the prostitutes and then stealing their money back.
She was getting all the points.
You know what I mean?
You down in video games, but yet you know a specific part and what to do in Grand Theft Auto, bruh. The hypocrisy is amazing to me.
She don't get it, bro. She just doesn't get it.
And
she doesn't want to get it, really, to be honest with you.
Like, you think mediocre is equating to not playing video games, but yet if you were to take the video games away and put it into something else, you would say that person has a passion for something. So if I have a passion for something, that means I'm dedicated to it. And if I'm not out in these streets and I'm in home video games, that means I'm with you. So
he would probably find something else to be into if it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
She'll probably find a way to complain about something else. So it is what it is. Let's continue on.
All the homeless people. She was
in Broker. We was fucking shit up in Broker City. You know, like, and between feeding, she's taking a nap. I'm on Vice. Like that's my Vice.
That's
yeah.
Dope.
No, I mean, how many hours would you spend on that though? Like realistically.
4 to 6.
Wow. A whole work
day?
shift?
Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Okay.
Depending on the game. Depending on the game. That's light work.
That's light work.
Depending on the game. Because she's gonna like, that's nothing. Like,
4 to 6
depending
hours.
on what game you're playing, you gotta do each missions, and then you gotta figure out when you want to stop yourself, how far along. Just like when you're watching TV and you recorded something, you have to watch it until you get to a certain part where you're like, okay, I had enough, I'm gonna stop. Or you're gonna continue to watch it all the way through. When people binge watch, that's exactly what you do. You watch it, you might stop at a certain episode, but if the episode is that good, guess what? You're gonna continue watching it, and next thing you know, you already watched the whole thing in 24 hours. So there's nothing wrong.
Like, here's my thing. Like, you're talking about a whole work shift. Like, you understand 4 to 6 hours of gaming is light work. That's it. And when me and Brooks play Overwatch, it takes about 20 minutes to find. Like it takes about 20 minutes almost to find a game, and then another 10 to 15 to
play it out,
to play the mission, to play the game out. That's 45 minutes right there. 3 matches. That's the hour lift she's talking about. Spider-Man Miles Morales that just came out, total play time is 10 hours. The Spider-Man that came out before, that's 30 hours. And we're not even going to get into games like World of Warcraft, Skyrim, where that's 100 hours minimum. So, yeah, let's continue on.
Oh, slime missions.
There we go.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want my man coming to me like, man, you won't believe the weapons I got today. No,
it's not even just that. It's not even just that.
Pause. First of all, no man is gonna come to you while they're playing the game and be like, look at this. Look. If you don't understand it, 9 out of 10 they won't say it to you. I'm not gonna be like, hey girl, I just unlocked Diamond in 2K. I'm not gonna tell you because you don't understand it. Now, if my girlfriend or a close friend of mine, whether it's regardless of female or not, understands where I'm coming from, then I'm gonna explain it to them about it. But for somebody that's regular, I'm not gonna turn around and be like, hey, look what I did. No, because you don't care.
If you don't care about
bad thing you don't care. It's just not your hobby. My hobby is my hobby.
Exactly. If you don't care about it, I'm not gonna be like, oh, babe, I got these guns I unlocked today. No, because you don't give a damn.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you're not going up to the guy, hey, I just found a new foundation. No.
No, I just got it. Look at this purse I bought, babe, off of blah, 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 blah. If I don't care about that sort of thing, I'm not going to ask you about it. So no regular man does that.
I'm going to speak directly to the failed athletes of America.
Uh-oh.
Most of y'all are complete trash at 2K and Madden, and y'all are dying. Y'all are literally spending what should be saved in your account because we don't know next time we get a stimulus check. Y'all are spending y'all hard-earned stimulus money on a console, a game console, and y'all are trash. Y'all suck at sports in real life and at the video game.
And y'all suck at modeling and everything else, but we don't complain about that. So y'all want to be models, former prom queens, trying to live out your high school glory days. Most of y'all failed at that and had to get regular jobs, but you don't hear men going around about that. So, and there's plenty of athletes that are rich and successful that play 2K.
Hold on, keep going. I got that. That's going to come towards the end. I got that down.
I'm so baffled by
they're
that.
living their careers through the game, sis.
Just watch your high school tapes. Like, I don't understand. Like, I can't wrap my head around spending $600-700 on a video game console.
I had to explain to my mother, it's a status thing. I had to explain to her, it's literally like when the new Jordans drop and everybody is like trying to get it first and be the one to have it first. Like it's somewhat of a similar thing with the PS5.
They was talking on Twitter, talking about, because a lot of men are asking their women for this game. It's like how we treat bags, apparently, they said. Like, damn, men can't want for nothing. But this is something that I guess a lot of men want. So they want their significant others to buy it.
Yeah.
I guess it's the same way we
saw my friend in his IG stories put his PS5 in a seatbelt, like wrapped it in a seatbelt and said...
All right.
So she's saying men and blah, blah, blah about significant other. Here's the thing. Most of the friends that I have who are going to get it or already own it got it through their own money. The whole stigma of this thing where because of social media blew it up, oh, what would you do with PS5 and blah, blah. That's because of social media. Most of the people that I know, young, old, in between, all got it by themselves or going to get it by themselves with their own money. So this whole notion of because your feet, no, please stop it, please. Yes, there are some guys who want it as a gift. It's around the holidays. You can understand why, if they get it or not.
And if that's my
wife,
you can
get it yourself. Please get it yourself because I don't want it to be where she buys it for you. Argument comes and now you don't have a game because she the one that bought it and she wanted to bet it.
That's coming too.
Oh yeah, that's
exactly.
Coming.
You watch the game more than me. You do this more than me.
They're gonna throw it in the water. Throw some water.
Public service announcement: do not let social media gas your head up or falsify reality.
Morals.
Plenty of people that want a PlayStation, an Xbox, a PC, a bag, whatever the case, whatever your hobby is. We put hours of planning and budgeting and everything else to make sure that we have the necessary funds to be able to purchase what we want. All this, get this asking and blah, 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 blah. Stop. That's not, social media is not reality. Like, personal example. In fact, all of us are waiting to make sure that we have the necessary funds or waiting for the PlayStation to be restocked. In abundance for us to be able to get it. I have 2 PlayStation 4s. I will be trading in with all games, controllers, headsets, and everything. That way, the only thing I have to spend is whatever little bit is left over, if I need to spend anything that's left over. And pretty much for Brooks and Major Vibes and for D. Blair Thomas, we all have our plan of what we're going to be able to do, of how we're going to be able to get it. All this, the only reason why you're seeing this, hey, babe, can you give me this for Christmas? Or, hey, babe, can you give me for this? Because it's a holiday. It's a gift. This is not reality. Or if the significant other wants to do something special for their man, let them do something special for their man, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Look, some of us ain't getting gifts.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gotta get yourself.
Exactly. Gotta get on your own. So 2 more minutes left in this video. It'll just, hopefully something positive comes out of this instead of bitterness. But shout out to the girl in the blue though, because she's the one that's been trying to get them to understand.
She understands. That's why. When you don't understand something, you just don't understand it. You're just gonna complain from the standpoint of what you believe. But once you actually understand where that person's coming from, your aspect is totally different.
Taking my child home.
Yeah, problematic.
Yes.
That's problematic.
Yes.
Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better.
Hey Shane, what's
it's
up?
Whack. I'm
so glad.
Sorry, Shane. That's dumb. You are so dumb.
You are
for
so
real.
dumb. I'm so glad I got an old man because I feel like when he was growing up,
I think it's hilarious.
I don't think they had video games when he was growing up.
Oh,
so,
he's not that old.
Atari.
He's not that old.
Did he have Atari?
I mean, he might have had a Sega Genesis because Sega was fire. Don't
What
forget
year did that
Sega
come out?
Genesis or the original 64.
Well, Sega originally came out maybe like the late 80s, but it popped off like 92,
Sega Genesis 94. Was like 92, like 92,
I feel like he was out when
Game
kids
Boys,
actually went
like
around.
we had Game Boys. Game Boys
Just for clarification.
Keep going.
were cool. You know what I'm saying? Before
He
they
definitely had
Nintendo.
Nintendo. Like, that's a given.
Who didn't have Nintendo? Everybody had Nintendo.
He's
almost 20 years
Nintendo
older than
came
me.
out in '85, so yes, he had Nintendo.
He definitely had Nintendo.
I'm a gamer, y'all.
He was playing Duck Hunt. He for sure was playing Duck Hunt.
I love Duck Hunt.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna.
The little dog. I wish we could shoot the dog.
But no,
I always wish we could shoot the
I guess
dog.
I ain't gonna talk much shit then about y'all video gamers.
I mean, I understand for some people. I just the craze around this, especially in the climate that the economy's in, the way it's like the people that really have it don't even really have it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this is what we doing. Come on, man.
Everybody got their vice. Everybody got their.
I don't even think it's about a vice.
Do y'all think PlayStation didn't read the room? Is that what y'all saying?
No, I don't.
Why
I don't
would
think
they?
It's capitalism.
Honestly, it's them
this is
reading the
where we live.
room and understanding that this is a perfect time because everybody is at home.
Sorry,
You good?
Not this gnat.
Not
it's
the
'cause you got
gnat.
the wine.
I almost got it.
You
y'all.
almost got it.
I'm a notorious bug killer. I saw.
We talked about.
And forget them, bro.
All right,
So it's funny that she's saying that about video games, but here she is talking about video games that she's played or describing different aspects of video games that are being played from their book with them. So that's very interesting also.
you gotta love the hypocrisy of everything when it comes to like you. So you do understand people that play video games, and you understand the nature of video games, and you've played video games yourself, but yet somehow this doesn't. And I'm glad old girl on the far side was like, okay, I understand where you're coming from now. I guess I'm not gonna get on you as much, even though.
And then also, what I want to point out, they try to put it in there last second about like marketing aspect, but it's just like who got it and who don't. But then again, if you look at marketing aspect, all of a sudden people are talking about Birkin bags, and I'm pretty sure half of these don't have it, and that's what y'all spewing now. And not every damn girl want a Birkin bag, or most girls, I should say, want a Birkin bag. Like, no. And then it's just like, my PlayStation cost me $500 to $600 with accessories, and it's gonna last me 7+ years. Where you're gonna buy makeup, bag, and guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna run out. Then you gotta buy a new one. That bag is gonna go out of style. Then you gotta buy a new one. And then if you look at them, I'm pretty sure, because they're celebrities, those shirts, those jackets, those boots, those pants, the hairs, the nails, all are more than that PlayStation, or how much I'm gonna spend on a PlayStation in a year compared to what they would spend on those type of items in a year. So it's just like
a Gucci belt is the same price as a PlayStation 5. Like an authentic Gucci Birkin bag costs as much as my car.
Exactly, as a car. That can't do nothing but hold items for you.
You're going to buy a $20,000 bag that only holds $60 worth of items in it. Like,
where we living, man.
And then to go along with it, and she was talking about gamers in a sense. So, okay, I have a list of 10 people. Xavier Woods is a professional wrestler who is a gamer. Cam Newton, professional football player who is a gamer. Ben Simmons, Zach LaVine, Gordon Hayward, basketball players, Damian Lillard. All these basketball players partake in 2K tournaments and other games. All professional basketball players.
Madden at the Pro Bowl used to have a Madden tournament every year.
Exactly. All right. Demetrius Johnson, UFC. Paul George, another basketball player. Chuck Liddell, UFC. Anthony Davis. Eric Berry, football.
Speaking of Xavier Woods, Kofi
KSI, a YouTuber that's famous now. Like, the list goes on. And there's also, like, I didn't even include the female ones. There's a lot of females that play now. WNBA players are playing now. So it's just like, are you crucifying the people that are not rich and famous? Because for you to say, oh, you wasting your time doing this and that, when I'm pretty sure some of the guys that you talk to in your lifetime in that celebrity lifestyle played games.
Exactly. Odell Beckham. Like, it's just like I said, the information and digital age is to the point to where geekdom and nerdom is a mainstream thing. Either you in or you out at this point. It's been a thing since 2010. Cosplay, video games, nerdom, movies, all this is in it. And more than likely than not, somebody you know, rich and famous, is in one of these avenues. So I'm
pretty sure they have family members that play video games right now.
I forget.
So
I forget
it's just like it's just crazy to have that thing. But then when if we was to sit down and talk about all the stuff, then it's gonna be like, oh, all you guys do is hate on women and you guys can't find good women and blah blah blah. But as you can see on the video itself, it has a lot more negative reviews than positive, because the way they're explaining it and the way they're talking about it, it's just like, bro, please sit down somewhere, because I don't know if they was trying to make it serious to the point where people be like, oh my God, I need to stop doing this to myself. No. Gaming went from being something common to being something mainstream now. So you're not going to get rid of it at all. Yep. And then it's just like I said, it's a hobby. Depending on the type of guys you go for or talk to, if he has that PlayStation, guess what? He ain't going nowhere. He comes home, y'all together. If you want to have a conversation with him and say, hey, babe, give me some time, I want to talk, I'm pretty sure if he is the guy who actually has understanding, we'll get off the game. There's no, oh my God, he's on the game, so he's not going to know. And
not to cut you off, but And for those of you that put gaming over everything,
you got a problem.
You got a problem. Because, and y'all should be on that sideline, wherever the case may be, because that is not, no. Have a life.
Yeah, if you are gaming to the point where it's affecting your physical health, your mental health, and your social, then yeah, you have a problem. But if you can, like I said, if you can be in a relationship or in a friendship, guess what? What they fail to understand, a lot of friendships are made through games, and a lot of friendships stay together because of games. Because when you live in a completely different state, a completely different area, guess what I can do? If I don't want to be on the phone, I can pick up that game, see who's playing, and join them.
Exactly. Lifelong friends because of video game. Actually, lifelong friends more real than the ones I have in real life in some cases.
Yeah.
Sure, because I can.
So,
boy, there's plenty of times friends have pulled us out the fire. But
I want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you play games doesn't mean you're not gonna cheat. You want to cheat, regardless. As soon I just want to say that.
Yeah, true. It's
That
just like that just deals with the type of guy you want to go for. Like I said, you can have a guy who's understanding, and if you want to talk, he knows how to turn off the game. I have friends who are married, play the game. We have a set date Thursdays. If we play in between those days, we do. But if they going to do something, go out to eat, watch movies, guess what? Hey, guys, it's time for me to go. Okay, all right, bro. There's nothing.
Tell the wife
wrong.
I said hello.
Yeah, for real. Like, there's nothing wrong. Like, don't make this media fool you. And this is how guys are when they game. And nah, just because they put it out there, it's not all guys. People know how to live a life.
Exactly. Once again, do not let social media dictate your reality, because it is a fantasy, from the IG models to famous YouTubers and everywhere in between. Their success does not determine yours. And on that note, for the Obsidian Alliance, this has been females that complain, some females that complain about video gamers. Of course, this is the Obsidian Alliance. Make sure to like, follow, comment, and subscribe. It really does help us out.
Shout out to all my gamers, males, females, and whatever else in between.
Speaking of video games,
our new giveaway. Tell them about that or no?
No. We gonna hold off.
We're gonna let them wait
right now. It's a very big giveaway for us.
Yeah. Very big giveaway.
So stay tuned for that. Also, we'll have some editors coming soon in the next couple months. So we're gonna get our video edited a little bit better now. And we'll be doing live streams and video games and such. So once again, for the Obsidian Alliance, if you need guidance, as always, come seek the Alliance. Peace.